more. All right, welcome to the second semi-final here between St. Vincent's and Sandycove. And Kieran Farley.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. He's
great save.
Here.
Great save. Owen Doyle.
And Kieran, you were doing some smooching there between the games, getting us meeting the higher echelons of the Drogheda club.
Oh yeah, we're talking to Tom Gradwell there. Yeah, 40 years of Drogheda. We're celebrating 40 years. He's been a cornerstone of the club. Couldn't be here without him. So we're celebrating 40 years in 2 weeks' time.
Well, that's the 20 quid now earned for the mention. All right. Well, welcome back. We'll run through both sides quickly. I think is it Sandycove from right to left?
It is from left to right.
From left to right. I had a 50% chance of getting that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll run through the sides. Sandycove going from left to right, of course. Wearing 1 Owen Doyle, 2 is Alan Fogarty, 3 Fergal Kirby, 4 Ronan Kirby, 5 Alan Grace, 6 Barry Murphy, 7 Ben Lawler, 8 David Dalton, 9 Con Walsh, 10 Max Conley, Fergal Wallace at 11, Fergus Carlin 12, Mark Fitzgerald 13 and Cathal Duffy at 14. The Vincents team, number 1 Shane Gaffney O'Brien, Jack Boher, Kitten Calvin, Morris Sands, Tiernan Calvin, Matthew Hines, Zoran Zerkovic, Alan Sanamertio Arenas, Connor Johnston, Owen Nolan, Sam O'Dwyer, Owen Bridgman, Carlos McGearless, Luke Stephen Harris and Fionn Byrne wears 15 for Vincent. So Vincents have made it to today's semi-final. They topped Group B. They had an 18-4 win over Drogheda, an 8-5 win over North Dublin and a 16-7 win over Corrib. Sandycove, they finished second in Group A. They bet Clonard 9-7, lost 9-6 to Cathal Brugha, and then bet Half Moon 15-6. So, should be in for a good game. We saw Cathal Brugha winning in the first semi-final, and Sandycove gave them a good game in the group stages, Kieran.
Yeah, this Sandycove team of very fit, very mobile players. It's going to be end to end. It's going to be who has more in the tank here. It's Ben Lawler coming in with the ball now. Super player. He's going to do something clever. 2 great goalkeepers again.
So, of course, in the Roll of Honour, Sandycove have won 4 senior cups, but haven't won one since 1987. And an early goal.
Killian Colvin. This is his trademark breakaway. Down the left, break early on a counter, get out. Fantastic finisher. One of the most effective finishers. And a lot of the time he's on his own because he's made it. He's rolled around a player, break off, and balls in the net. And to score against Sandycove to Owen Doyle, that's a special goal. Anyone you get against Owen. Irish number 1 goalkeeper for the last number of years. He's probably the most influential player here. He can decide who wins and loses.
Good finish from Calvin. Beaten Doyle. Nice start for Sandycove.
Alan Fogarty on the left post looking for a tap in.
Has gone to the ball.
Oh, penalty.
Had to be, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, he attacked him from behind. And there was nobody between him and the goals.
It was a beautifully floated ball in there, and it was just begging to be tapped in. But as you say, he was foul, is a penalty, and now a chance for, I think it's Max Conley.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. And Conley makes it 1-1.
Max, very welcome back to the Sandycove fold. Player with Sandycove for many years. Just back for the cup recently. Should make a big difference. They did quite well in the league. Vincents won the league, incidentally. Sandycove came 4th.
How transferable are league positions to the cup?
It's form. Sometimes big players, especially in their 20s, will have to go away for work. Could be Erasmus, could be anything. So you're banking on them staying staying with their club, and
Good
as long
block.
as if they're in Europe, they have to transfer under LEN rules to whatever country they're in. Then they can't come back for the cup unless they get a transfer. So it's difficult if they're in Europe, but if they're outside of Europe, it's much easier. But great to have Max back, and also great to have Fitzer back as well. Great hold player.
So Sandycove on the attack again, looking for a free, not getting one, but they've got the goal.
Ben.
How did that go in?
Ben, I don't know.
Ben Lawler.
Momentary lapse by the Vincents. Player.
Finish. That was a
Just
great
momentary.
finish.
I mean, it could be a half a second lapse.
And Kieran, you're involved here over the course of the weekend with your own club, Drogheda. How did you think you did despite not making it out of the group?
Well, I'm involved in the ladies and the men's. We did well. We picked up our first point at a senior cup by drawing with Corrib. We beat them in the league.
We'll come back to that, Kieran. There's another great finish. This game's really starting to heat up.
Yeah, wide of Owen Doyle's right, just inside the post. Very difficult. Low. Keepers tend to come up and then go left or right. So if it's low and wide, very hard to stop. I said Drogheda got their first point in the senior championships. Very happy, tight games. I say very young team, and a couple of years should be able to compete with the other teams in the semi-finals. The ladies are in the final, almost as usual against Vincents, who themselves are going for I think 12 in a row in the senior ladies.
Incredible. And I was just looking there at the notes. It's 13 out of 14 years. COVID being the one that really messed them up. You know, it's incredible going, really. I think it was Killian Calvin got that second one down there as well.
Yeah, he's an awesome player.
So we're at 2-2 and we're just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and by the looks of things it's going to be a real tight, cagey affair.
Yes, it's much quicker end to end.
Yeah, and you were saying earlier on about the average age of teams and that, and you can see how much quicker this game is already.
Yes, contrasting styles. Both very effective. Ben Lawler being subbed out there. Has worked very hard in the first couple of minutes. Deserves that break.
So, Sandycove on the attack again.
Yeah, familiar setup there. Alan Fogarty Max been doubled in the hole there.
Good block down by the Vincents player, but
yeah, got to manage the clock too. 30 seconds. Got to know what's on. Whoa. That's a stranger. That's Alan Fogarty, the gentleman of the sport.
Yeah, it just seemed to be a bit of a lash out there, didn't it?
Yeah. Great player.
Vincent's just trying to work an angle here to get the shot away. They're kind of arcing it around and maybe looking for something in the far right corner, but they swapped the play totally, holding the ball well. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Can they get something off? They can, but well batted down by the Sandycove keeper, Owen Doyle.
They're trying to work him. Probably the tallest player in Irish Waterpolo right now.
And as you say, he's the Irish number one for many a year and could be the player to really decide the game.
Absolutely. When he puts the shutters down, nothing goes in. And of course he's very well protected by his fullback and other players dropping in his own. Max with the ball.
Oh, great effort. What a hit. That just came out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, fabulous player.
I don't think it's been given, though.
No.
I think it was maybe the whistle had gone or the buzzer had gone, maybe.
I thought it hit the back of the net.
Yeah, I thought it hit the back upright too, yeah. I don't know, but they're
Where's
not.
VAR?
I don't know. Our technical support has gone down over here. So, I think the VAR has switched off. They could be gone. Actually, you know what? They could be gone to the Celtic Rangers game.
Is that more important?
No, but that's what they could be. It's the only logical explanation, Kieran.
Yeah.
Oh, great save.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That was one of those loop shots, but keeper did well.
Absolutely. Shane, fantastic referee. Referees in Ireland and the UK. Super, very impartial referee. Great goalkeeper as well. Great legs. Great to have a man like that at the back.
How important referees, obviously in every sport, come in for a lot, but how important are referees in a high-end sport like this?
Well, Kieran, that's a very interesting question, because in this sport here, we give out about referees. Most referees in Ireland, exclusion against Sandycove. In every sport, they're affiliated to a club.
Okay.
So when we play in Dublin, Belfast, Galway, wherever it is, they're all a Vincents ref or North Dublin ref or whoever.
Oh, brilliant finish.
Goal.
Absolutely brilliant finish.
Taking full advantage of the man-up situation.
Yeah, I think it was Marius Sandu, I think.
That'll be him, yeah. Yeah.
And the Vincents lead 3-2. But Kieran, finish that point for us, please.
Yeah. So there's no impartiality. This is so important. As I say, being a senior player in ladies or men's, it's a lifestyle choice. How hard you train, what you do. So we Swim Ireland pay for impartial non-Irish referees to come over, normally from Eastern Europe, and so they don't know who the players are, what they do. They're not favouring this club or that club. So we're all very happy with it. It's normally very good refereeing here, and these are professional referees too.
All right, great point. Well, we'll come back to you in just a couple of seconds. That's the end of the first quarter, and it's Vincent's who lead by 3-2. All right, welcome back. Quarter 2 of semi-final 2 of the ISC Senior Cup for 2023, and it's the Vincents who hold the slenderest of leads, 3-2, as Kieran Farley joins me again for the second quarter.
Yeah, it's very high, very finely balanced, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And Kieran, I suppose we're talking about the standard of refereeing, and I suppose when you bring in referees of that standard, it obviously improves the players because they have to be more honest as well.
Yeah, and these referees are playing to European standards, where there's a lot less free blowing, whistle blowing, I should say. So you can get away with an awful lot more. You don't get easy frees.
Good bat down. Second time of asking, keeper got it. And Vincent's trying to win the double here today, the men's and the women's. Be a great achievement for them as a club if they did that.
Is right, yes. I think the last time they did that was 5 years ago. Last year, Cathal won the men's. The year before that, Cathal won the men's. The year before that, Corrib from Galway. The year before that, North Dublin in the same venue.
Oh!
And then before that was Vincents. And as for the Vincents ladies, I think it's 12 in a row.
12 in a row, yeah. 12 in a row, yeah, absolutely. And shot came off the post there. And Sandycove just happy to get up
Ben
the pool.
Lawler taking it down that familiar left side.
Just trying to work something here and engineer the space and maybe get a shot off. We pop into the hole all around the corners. That got in.
Fogarty.
I don't think it'll count, will it?
No, there seemed to be an infringement. I don't know whether Alan caused it or not.
Lovely. Just watching the monitor here again. Them ones round the corner are lovely.
Hats off to the Sandycove team, Kieran. This time last year, they were saying, oh, what are we going to do? We're losing a few players. Fourth in the league, semi-final, right at the table here. It's an amazing achievement.
Yeah, fair play to them. But I think they're riding their luck a wee bit there. The post, that post is taking a bit of a bash. And yeah, fantastic to come back from where they were 12 months ago.
Yeah.
So driving forward now is Sandycove's number 7, Ben Lawler. Trying to work something, gives it back. 1, 2, I think it's Barry Murphy there. Murphy pops it inside, but it's well intercepted by the Vincents man. It looks like Killian Calvin from up here, but
no,
hard to make out the number on that
hat.
hat.
Nolan, is it? It's a very poor number.
Oh, good crossfield pass, but
it's Owen Nolan, yeah. An amazing player.
Just trying to work something now, and they're more than happy to be patient and get that angle, but
what a block.
Really good interception there by, was it Ronan Kirby?
Yeah.
And Sandycove now with the Irish number 1, Owen Doyle, and he pops a great pass out the far side.
Ben Lawler.
Lawler has it again.
Familiar drive.
Likes that left side, Kieran.
Yeah, he's the man there. They're keeping it narrow.
He has it back now, the chance maybe of a quick shot. He does take it. Oh, it's a really good save.
Save, Shane.
Shane Gaffney O'Brien. That was a tricky one. It bounced up off the surface and he had to react double as quick, maybe.
He's having a great tournament. I mean, there's not a player in there from 1 to 13 is not having a good tournament. That's why they're here.
Yeah, absolutely. It is Senior Cup. It has to be the creme de la creme, doesn't it?
Yes. As I said, it's 4 years since it was here. It's normally in Limerick or Dublin.
It's just a fantastic venue, Kieran. Sorry to cut across you. Fantastic arena.
Great stop there. Killian Colvin from his unfamiliar side. The right-handed player, so he's normally coming down the left. Shane Doyle, Owen Doyle, happy to have it in his hands.
And we talk about the National Aquatic Centre in Dublin, and we talk about the venues in Limerick and that, but really here in the north they have some fantastic venues.
Yeah. We're playing the Falls Road, we're playing the Grove. They're the 2 big ones in Belfast, and we play here as well. And listen to Shara as well.
Took a deflection on the way through there and it's gone out.
It's only a corner if the goalkeeper puts it out.
Yes, only a corner, yeah. Which is a funny rule too, isn't it?
It is. It's to speed up the game. It's all about every couple of years there's a little tweak in the rules just to speed things up for television viewing in Europe, so sponsors can get more game time in the water.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes sense in a lot of aspects.
Yes.
Good flick down. It could have gone anywhere there, but thankfully for the Sandycove players, has gone into the hands of Owen Doyle. And they're keeping the score at 3-2, and that's impressive because they haven't overly threatened, but they haven't looked at conceding either.
That's right, yeah. They've been... neither keeper has been terribly busy. There's no team on top. Cutting across. Lovely. Well-manufactured man up. Well manufactured.
They have a man up now.
He took his water there. Yeah. He was coming in. He went right. Got the man out. Simple man out. Timeout called by Sandycove. Man up. Time. They'll hope to go 3-all.
Yeah, and I suppose if they get to 3-3 here, they'll be absolutely delighted to get into half time 3-all.
You're right. They would be the underdogs. Vincents haven't won the league. Sandycove haven't come fourth. But anything can happen. It's cup time.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you often see that, you have a league team, they win the league, and then they just maybe have a blip, or they meet someone in a purple patch, and suddenly you're out of the cup, and you don't win the double.
Yeah. And it's great that the referees are impartial. I've had nothing but good reports about the referees. Nobody has been complaining. Sometimes a referee, we feel, in the sport can control a game, which can happen in a league.
So Sandycove now with that man up, looking to get a third goal and get the draw. What a save! It was a fantastic move. It was Fergal Kirby, just popped it into Alan Fogarty, but the save from Shane Gaffney O'Brien was absolutely brilliant.
A little bit of afters there from the gentleman Alan Fogarty. on Shane, but it was a nice tap in. Hard luck, great save.
So Vincent's now, they've done well to have weathered that mini storm.
Yeah, be interesting to look at the man up, man down situation. I'm not aware what team has more, and that's what they're all trying to do.
Blocked from close range there by Sandycove.
It's very important you drop back. What happens is Gillian Cobb, when he took that shot, Max had caused a minor on him, so you must drop back a metre so as he can shoot. If he doesn't, it's an exclusion.
So Sandycove just having a lot of the ball in this quarter.
Yeah.
3 seconds to shoot, they've been told from the line. He's just, interestingly, he's popped it out of the far side. I know why, but interestingly, he just didn't have a shot.
Yeah, and the player with the ball will look across and see, if I shoot now, who's going to counter against me. So they'll assess what's happening there and say, better to leave it safe and get back first.
And I suppose that's something you did flag in the previous game, that Sandycove and Vincents were two very good counter-attacking sides.
Yes, great back flick by Matthew Hines. He's having a great tournament, Matthew. And his sister, of course, who plays with Vincents, Katie, having a great tournament. Ironically, two very effective hold forwards, both for Ireland and for their clubs.
So we've just over a minute to go here in the second quarter of semi-final number 2 at the Aura Complex here in Bangor in County Down. Not too far from Hollywood.
A poor 32nd there by Sandycove. So they're in defence now.
We pop pass in, trying to work something.
Matthew Hines doing his magic. He's in there for two reasons. One, to get back flick, or a tap, or a man out. Very successful there again.
Yeah, and they're just trying to work something now. Vincentson just really good at just moving the ball from one side to the other, trying to create the perfect opportunity. This could be it. Oh, popped across. Chance. Oh, what a great goal.
Great goal.
Really well worked. One side to the other and back.
Yeah, drew the keeper right to the left post. Played around the arc quickly.
Matthew
on the left.
Matthew Hines, I think, got
side.
that one. 4-2. And by and large, potentially against the run of play in this quarter.
Yeah, but it's about chances. You can have all the possession in the world, but unless you're challenging for goals, putting keepers under pressure. Neither keeper has been under huge pressure. The defence has been really good blocking.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't take the chances, not much point crying about the spilt milk.
Oh.
Lot of holding there, was there not, Kieran?
Yeah. They're Dublin. They've got what they wanted. Man up.
Not one player has any sort of eye protection or goggles.
No.
Is there ever any cynicism in the game where a great flick away, if he can break, he can't? Is there ever cynicism in the game where they might splash a bit of water into the eye to blind them?
It's illegal.
Illegal.
It's illegal, yeah. I'm sorry, I just have to correct. There's no cynicism.
No cynicism in water polo.
No.
And that is the end of the second quarter, with Vincent's holding a 4-2 lead, I think.
Yes.
It is the end of the second quarter, indeed. I wasn't sure if it was a timeout. So Vincent's 4, Sandycove 2, back in a couple of seconds. And we're back for quarter 3 of semi-final 2 of the IFC Men's Senior Cup, live here from Bangor and County Down. So Vincent's looking to make it into a final. They're currently 4-2 up, looking to make it 4 Senior Cups. They currently have 3. Sandycove currently on 4. But they've just a little bit of work to do, maybe to make it into the 2023 final. And they've swapped sides now. Vincents are going from left to right. And they're going to try and work a shot early on. What a start that would have been, Kieran.
Yeah, and that's a further possession for Vincents. Killian Colvin winning the ball there. Probably the fastest swimmer in Irish Waterpolo at present. So they're on the attack because they've won. Owen Nolan, normally in the hole. Great player.
Oh, I think the keeper got a touch, maybe not.
It looked that way.
It did, yeah. Just check the replay here now. Oh, I think it might have been, but there might have been an infringement first. The planning and the preparation for these tournaments from the administrative side, Kieran, how detailed and difficult is that?
Oh my God! Like you start with Swim Ireland. You make sure everyone is properly registered. You make sure everyone's properly registered. That all fees are paid up. People are available. Booking accommodation. All those sort of things. And then you have to go and win the thing. Great ball to Killian.
Yeah, there's a real chance here for the Vincents. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful.
Trademark Killian Colvin goal. Break, counter attack. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Although he's a little bit out. Super lob. When you get a really good keeper, sometimes only a lob will beat them.
Yeah.
But the preparation, yeah. And then, it's just amazing. Say diet, sleep, nutrition. Psychologically, a lot goes on. A lot of team meetings. Sometimes the sports psychologists, because the winners of this tournament go off to European Championships, like a Champions League situation.
Yeah. And if we're looking just briefly, let's just call it a St Vincent's Cathal Brugha final. How would you fancy either of those two teams' chances in a European setting?
Oh well, you would be in a lower tier to start with. You're not going to be playing against the professional teams that could have budgets of €6 or €8 million.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd be in a lower tier. But they'd be way above their league. These are full-time professionals.
Yeah, so it'd be a very tough ask.
Yeah, Alan Fogarty out for Sandycove. Man up, Vincents. This is what you play for.
And Vincent's just more than happy now to try and engineer
block.
that shot. Oh, great retain
block,
to the possession. Brilliant. The way they retained possession there was incredible.
Yeah. Scoop it up, put around the arc again. Keeper on the other side.
Yeah. Not just quite sure who got that one, but it was a fantastic finish. Was it Tiernan Calvin maybe?
Not sure.
But it's gone from 4-2 to 6-2 very quickly, and Vincent's will be really happy with that.
Yeah, it all stems from getting a man out. So the whole player goes in, fights, goes for position. The full-back comes over him, it's a man up, and then you play it from there, and that's where you win games.
So Sandycove now just be real economical with the ball, don't they?
Yeah, well, they got to score. Whatever it takes. Keep that first 7 in the water. They're not fouled out. That's the important thing, because there are mounting majors against them.
Oh, great ball into space, deep into the Sandycove area.
Yeah. It's all about keeping the ball moving. If you're static on the ball, they can mark you.
Oh, you feigned to wind it up, but popped it inside.
Matthew Hines doing what he does so well. Another man out. Ball into the hole. Matthew Hines has a player majored out again.
They're so good at engineering the space to take the shot, aren't they?
That's right. Look at the goalkeeper. Keep an eye on the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
We move left, right. It's exhausting being in goals too.
Has to be, yeah. Constantly concentrating. He's been invited to shoot, isn't he? Chance on here for Vincents. Yes. Keeper or no keeper, that was a absolute rasper of a shot there from, was it Marius Sandu?
Yeah, yeah. Great player. Came up through the under 17s and under 19 ranks. Had a great run in under 19. Won an under 19 championship with Vincents along with a lot of that team. They would have come up under 19. So great future for Vincents.
Yeah,
Owen Bridgman tells me 24 and a half years of age, the first team, so very encouraging.
Yeah, keeping those average ages down and performing at a level like this is obviously, it's the goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sandycove look a wee bit flat, Kieran.
Well, they've been pressured. They've been pressured to get a shot in.
And they got one in.
Max. Great shot, great shot. One is minor. One is minor off Marius. Got a shot.
Great finish.
Skip shot, low, hard, wide.
Yeah.
Keeper's nightmare.
Absolutely, yeah. Gives them a bit of a chance. 7-3.
Absolutely.
Quarter and a half to go.
Absolutely. It's a long time to go.
Oh, yeah, big time. So, great finish that time. But Vincents are back in the attack momentarily, trying to work something. Sandycove, have they turned it over? I think they have. Keeper has it.
Owen Nolan getting robbed there. But he, 2-3 players around him. Very, very difficult to hold the ball.
And now Sandycove are on the break with Ronan Kirby. Kirby just pops it inside.
To Max.
Yeah. Chance. Oh!
Trying the same shot again.
Max Conley.
Marius has been given the job to mark him. I see Marius tracking him all the time. Number 4, Vince is on number 10, Sandycove.
Yeah, and you can just see there when he gets the shot away, he has a great shot in him. It can go anywhere. Ah, that was worth the admission alone, Kieran.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Back flick. Yeah.
How do you defend that? You just can't.
Well, what you do is you go on the correct shoulder.
Yeah.
The keeper has one side and the defender has the other, so you can't back flick.
Okay, all right.
But it was wide and low and bouncing. Keeper's nightmare.
Yeah, they're very satisfying to watch them ones.
Oh, they do, yeah.
So just
the
when
ones you talk about afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And just when you know Sandycove got back to 7-3, that's a sign of a great side, and Vincents go up and just punish them straight away.
Yes.
A lot of wrestling in there and
Fitzer.
Holding and we lob no. Keeper did well.
Normally plays in the hole. Great man for tap ins. Just back from Canada. Sandycove delighted to have him back. Big part of the team.
So Vincents.
Oh no.
Vincent's just really happy maybe to get to the fourth quarter and just push on and see this game through. They'll be happy with their morning's work so far. They have an extra player, yeah.
That's Alan Fogarty again.
That is just sublime.
Yeah, they practice man up very well, and they practice in the pool beside us in the National Aquatic Centre. Very slick.
Yeah, that was excellent. Man up or not, the quick hands there was just brilliant.
Oh yeah, and wide and low and bouncing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Against the best keeper in the country.
I think if Matthew Hines got that one in the end, really good finish. And it's all to do now. 9-3 Sandycove in difficult. They've got a chance maybe straight away. Oh, what a move.
What work ethic.
That was brilliant stuff. Barry Murphy, I think. Yeah. Just did a full 360 in the...
Yeah, man each side of him. And still a keeper to beat.
Yeah, fantastic.
Keeper to beat as well.
It's the best goal we've seen all day. Absolutely brilliant.
Low,
and then we've seen,
bouncing.
yeah, and we've seen some great goals, Kieran.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not over.
It's nowhere near over. I was just going to say they're definitely not going down without a fight.
Yeah.
Either way, it's looking like it's going to be an absolutely cracking final later on.
Yeah, absolutely. They always are. The arena here will be jammed for later. For both the ladies and the men.
Look at that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Bridgman It looked like Sam O'Dwyer, maybe.
Reddicks.
We're being told it's Carolus Margillis.
Yes, yeah, a recent addition to the Vincents team. Super strong player.
Really
Big,
good.
strong, powerful.
That was a really good finish.
It's the special ones that are going in, aren't they? The
Yeah.
back flicks, the bouncers, the simple shots aren't being scored.
But maybe it's this level, it takes just something that a little bit more
Yeah.
special.
Yeah, great ball. Man out for holding the arm when he's doing backstroke away.
So
Big one, Kieran.
big one, Shirley Kieran,
Big one, yeah. This is Max.
Just gets the signal to go ahead.
Yeah,
Brilliant finish.
yeah. Still in it.
You still have a chance.
Absolutely.
Hat-trick for Conley. 10-5. There's nothing in it. A full quarter to go.
That's right. And a bit.
And a bit. Plus VAT. It's good to see the VAR's back working.
Oh, yes, brilliant.
So Vincent's on the attack again. It'd be just important now for Sandycove just not to concede.
Yeah.
And they've done okay. They've turned the ball over. They've a minute and a half now to get at least one.
Yeah. Game management by both teams now. The bank will be putting players in. Fresh players for the last quarter. Third quarter is where some teams are rested. So you're looking at last quarter, it'll be first 7 back in again.
And numerically, it's at the post. Numerically, they should have 2 attacks to 1 with the minute left.
You're right.
But that
Yes.
one, so now it's obviously equally important that they just don't concede
Yeah.
to have any sort of hope.
There's Killian Colvin away again.
And they've turned it over. He's gone back to the man screaming way down the pool. He's been found by Doyle. Oh, he can't pick it up quick enough.
Did really well.
Did really well to retain the possession.
He's on his own. He's on
He's
his
on
own.
his
though.
own, and you think he was fouled.
Yeah, he's on his
So it's
own.
important to use this quickly. They've got swimmers, so they have. But you can see Vincents are just doubling up in the middle. Good save, but straight down Gaffney O'Brien's throat. And now Gaffney's gone long, and it's 2v2. Anyway, sorry, back at the. Oh, it's off the post. One of those just skid off the water.
Whoa!
And the refs weren't happy with that. What were they not happy with? The slap down, Kieran.
Yeah. Bit of dramatics there by Vince's player. But no sanction.
Was that lenient?
Well, he slapped the water more so than looking to strike above the water. So, yeah.
All right, and just a rash.
Sometimes he's been held, and he's showing the ref that he's been held.
All right, well, that's the end. It was a tame shot in the end there from Tiernan Calvin, but it is the end of the third quarter. It's Vincents who lead 10-5, and we'll be back in just a few seconds. All right, we're back for the fourth and final quarter of the second semi-final here in the men's senior cup between St. Vincent's and Sandycove, and it's Vincent's shooting from left to right who lead 10-5, and they've won possession. Killing Calvin straight away, yeah, very early on. You were saying he's the fastest swimmer.
He is, and there you go, four major attacks, 4 additional attacks rather. Oh, Nolan on the ball. Vincents have missed him a lot in the league.
Oh, that was a really good save, Kieran.
Yeah, again, hallmark shots, low, hard, bouncing wide. Wide of the keeper rather.
That could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, good block though.
So after a game like this here now, Kieran, if you were down as a coach, would you be just getting food in and getting a snooze in, or?
Absolutely. These players will go back to they'll go back to bed for two hours maybe. They'll rehydrate now. Something to help them rehydrate. Protein, very, very important to get protein in now. So there's no aching muscles. Feed the muscles and loads of rehydration. These guys will be exhausted and dehydrated. For the final, it could be drug testing or urine test, that kind of thing. Has been in the past. I'm not sure about today.
Oh, that was a wee bit careless there, wasn't it? And careless in the double because Sandycove nearly lost it then.
Yes, yeah.
But thankfully Owen Doyle mopped it up from their point of view.
Yeah.
Because any sort of goal now for Vincent's really will just be, it's nearly worth double, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it'll be game management. They won't be countering. If you notice on the attacks now for the last quarter, Vince will be going a man down, as in they'll be holding an extra man back so they don't concede. If Vincents don't concede in this quarter, they'll win.
Yeah, absolutely. Chance here for a quick one, but really good keeping by Shane Gaffney O'Brien.
Yeah.
That was really quick play there from Sandycove.
Oh, great hands. Look, Vincent's
keeper's making a run out the field.
On the break, far side. Oh, Nolan in the hole.
Oh, didn't he do well? But really well read by 2 Sandycove players, one of whom was the goalkeeper.
Killian Colvin trying to get the ball into Owen Nolan.
Yeah, but well read there by Max Conley, I think.
Yeah. And Ben's launching the next attack. Oops. Fitz are in now to do something special in the hole, I'm sure.
Ben Lawler just gives it across now to Mark Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald trying to swim his way up the...
He's going to make his way into the
hole,
hole.
Yeah.
One would imagine.
A lot of pushing and shoving inside. What a big save there. Good hand. It was going in top corner, I think.
Yeah.
Goalie being very vocal there, Kieran. What's the call here?
Game manager, it's slow down. We don't need to be exposed to the back. Sandycove have left a player back there. They know they have to score. So they've left a player back. Rather hold forward. They've left a player up. Whoa, great touch.
Oh.
Looked like a save.
It did look like a
I
save.
heard something.
I did too. It could have been the microwave dinging though. There's a chance now, backstick. No, what? That was a big hand. It just took it away from...
Fitzer was giving it into Max. Was it Max?
To Barry Murphy, I think it was.
Murphy is correct.
That was a big hand because he was definitely in there.
Yeah. Timeout called.
So timeout called, and we've 4.5 minutes to go, and we do resume. One thing about these quarters, Kieran, is that they really are flying by.
Yeah, when it's exciting, you know, it's end-to-end stuff. And I said it, the difference between the last semi-final and this one, this is end-to-end.
Mm-hmm.
So in the final, whoever makes it, if it's Sandycove, if it's Vincents, it's going to one team who is going to try and slow it down. Whoever the opposition is, Vincents or Sandycove, they're going to be trying to force the play and speed it up on counters.
Yeah, so it'll be very interesting final tactically either way.
Absolutely, and it'll be, if Vincents do make it, it'll be a familiar final.
Well, we're going to find out in the next 4.5 minutes who will be in that final. At the moment, it's heading towards Vincents, and they'll be looking to complete a double, the first time in 5 years. Well, Sandycove will be just delighted to get back there. As I said, they've won 4, but they haven't won one since 1987. Oh, good save.
Yeah, lovely back.
Little moments like that are what you need.
Owen Bridgman trying to get in there to get the ball again.
So, coming forward here for Sandycove is Ben Lawler, but the ref has spotted some sort of an infringement.
You'll get man outs if you're moving. If you're moving, you're a threat.
Okay.
You get man outs.
So Sandycove trying. Oh, what about that?
That man came all the way from Canada to do that. That's his trademark. If you see anything about Fitzer, it's back post tap-ins.
I think I'd fly him home every month. And Fergal Kirby, what a ball, and Mark Fitzgerald. Yeah. It never even got time to hit the water, just in the air. That was a fantastic finish. 10-6. We've really got a game on our hands now. 4 minutes.
It's all about the pass. If the pass, it's the easy thing tapping it in. It's all about a good firm pass at the right height.
Absolutely, yeah. Pass is key.
This next goal.
Next goal is crucial. And you can sense that from up here that next goal is just paramount, because if Sandycove get it, they will really believe. And if Vincents get it, you would have to say it's probably game over.
Yes.
Oh, they've worked at Vincents. What a save. That's
save.
2 huge saves Murphy has made in the last 2 minutes.
And if you look around,
they're away. There's a chance. Were you behind them, was it?
Yeah, a little bit short. Tired arms and legs.
It's Kirby. Oh.
He had to take it on.
He did, yeah. But
Sandycove defending well. First 3 players back are Sandycove players.
Little things make a big difference, and just a little bit behind them.
Yeah. Come back early.
So just over 3 minutes to go here, and Vincents are right inside the 5 metre line.
Oh.
I don't know.
They have a man spare. Get that ball in quickly. Oh. Corner. Someone.
It's a corner, yeah.
Goalkeeper obviously got
big hand.
Got a hand to it, yeah.
Big hand. He's made a couple of really big saves. That's not why he's number 1, but
that's right.
A couple of really big saves nonetheless.
Oh, Matthew Hines again. What he does well.
Did really well. Oh, what another save.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew much about it, but that's not important.
No,
he kept it out of the goal. Yeah.
Matthew Hines got the man out. So Sandycove calling a timeout.
So
players, teams are even. They're not on a man up. So they're going to implement a set play they've obviously studied, and hopefully get the next goal. We already have the pairings for the ladies' final. Vincent's going for 11, 12, perhaps 13 in a row, undefeated against Drogheda, the newbies to National Division 1, who have contested the last 3 finals against them. And
so it's a free hit for Drogheda, really, isn't it? It's a free hit. They're going into it with
no expectations.
No expectations, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, they're coming in under the radar. You know, the neutrals would expect Vincent's to just steamroll Drogheda again, but they've won their 3 matches on the way, so they can only play the teams in front of them. Should be a good final. We've had a couple of, or Drogheda rather, have had a couple of close encounters with them, but Vincent's have always prevailed.
Yeah, both sides top on their respective groups and made it into the final, so that'll be interesting coming up this evening.
It's nice to see a small town like Drogheda competing with the big clubs.
It is, absolutely. Oh, I don't know. That was very close. A really small town like Drogheda, I think it's the smallest town in Ireland. And it could be a great weekend for Louth if Drogheda ladies do it tonight and Louth men do it in the Leinster final tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
It could be, how would we call that, cross sporting celebrations?
Yeah.
It could be a good save again.
If I was a betting man, I think I'd keep my hands in my pockets.
I think you could be right, yeah. On the double or just the single?
Oh,
lovely.
Oh, wonderful back flick by Radix again. That's his second bouncing back flick to the corner again. Unstoppable.
It's just been a couple of moments of brilliance, Kieran, in this game that have just lit it up. Yeah,
the 2 most important players in the team are the goalkeeper, obviously, last line defence, and your whole forward. His job is to get players out, which Matthew Hines has been doing very successfully, or put the ball in the net.
Yeah, and as you say, he's done that twice today, really effectively around the corner. So,
and let's not forget the amount of work that goes on there. He's wearing out when he's in there. He or she is in there wearing out the full back. It's about hold or be held. You've got them first. You're fighting, hoping they tire. So it's quarter one, quarter two, goes on like that.
So Sandycove now just trying to maybe limitate more than anything else. Just under 2 minutes left for Vincents to be back in the final.
Dave doing well. His hallmark tap in. Haven't got the player put out.
Wasn't much in that one.
No. Could have been a lifeline. Fantastic game, end to end.
Yeah, fantastic. And as you say, it was so different to the first semi-final, but both very intriguing.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, if you weren't counting scores, you'd think it was a draw.
Yeah.
Two very evenly matched teams.
Vincent's just trying to maybe add another one, and they have. Probably an unfair reflection, as you said, Kieran. But great finish nonetheless.
Yeah.
I think it was Hines that time.
Number one keeper. Skip past him there.
Yeah.
He's apologising. There's no need for apologies. Owen, you've kept them in it. Well done.
But that's what all the top sports people do. They just criticise themselves more than anything else, don't they?
Yeah. You're right. You're correct there, Kieran.
So Sandycove now trying to build an attack. We pop past inside of Fitzgerald. Push, though, I think, was it?
Yeah, the referees are saying a push. I didn't see it myself, but again, that's the third attempt to tap in.
Yeah.
It's his trademark.
It is, yeah, and he's,
Excellent.
well, by and large, very effective at it.
Oh, yeah, very, very good.
We're edging closer now. We're inside the final minute, Kieran, if we had to call it today. Now that we know it'll be Vincents and Cathal Brewer, who are you backing?
Oh, well, on form, you've got Vincents, who've gone through the league, won the league. Brewer, they really show up for cup finals. They have the crowd behind them. They have fantastic goalkeeper, a lot of heavy hitters, a lot of very strong physical players who just kill you in there, wear you down, kill you, and a lot of sharpness and knowledge too. I better stay on the fence.
Good block, and Shane Gaffney O'Brien just picks it up with 5 seconds left. That is pretty much it. It'll be Vincents and Cathal Brewer in the final of the IRC Men's 2023 Senior Cup. We'll be back with you later on this evening for live coverage of both the Men's and Women's Senior Cup. Until then, enjoy your day.